Well, welcome to this week's episode of Dirt Road Outdoors TV. And this week we're heading up to New Brunswick to Salmon River Bend Outfitters with our old buddy Hal. You know, we're going to meet up with the guys from Pipeline Ridge. I'm going to get a ride up there with them. It's going to be an awesome week.
Well, you can drive the wheels right off our brand new Toyota and not find a better fisherman we got right here today. How you doing, Rod? How you feeling about it?
Can't complain.
All right.
Watched the boss drink a $9 beer last night.
Well, the guys from Pipeline picked me up in Bangor, Maine. I flew in from Minnesota. Going to hop in a truck with them, and let's head up to Hal's. Well, it felt good to finally get to the lodge. Well, we ended up meeting up with Hal, and he gave us a rundown of his operation.
Okay, we're located in Salmon River, New Brunswick, Canada. We've been in business now for 30-some years. We specialize in black bear, big black bears. We hunt probably in about a 40-mile square radius. We're running probably right around 50 to 60 baits very actively. We never hunt no more than 2 or 3 years in one area. Reason being for that is we don't want to overshoot an area. We want to be hunting for big bears.
You know, Hal ended up showing us to our cabin. Just a beautiful setup. You know, we got here late tonight, so we're just going to kick back, relax. Tomorrow morning we'll get up, have a big breakfast, and get a game plan together. Well, we met Hal and Jeanette at the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg probably 5 or 6 years ago and got to be pretty good friends. And, you know, this year going up there with the guys from Pipeline Ridge, we're going to go up there and hopefully get some big old bears. Really looking forward to it. First trip to New Brunswick.
So see ya.
Good luck.
See ya, Al.
Yep. Shoot straight.
Here we go.
All right.
You know, it's always exciting heading out that first night because you really never know what to expect when you're at a new place. Well, first night up here, Salmon River Bend Outfitters from old buddy Hal. Sitting in a beautiful spot tonight. I guess they've been seeing a couple pretty good bears in the area, so hopefully we can get one to come in tonight. But got a bunch of cameras up, so we'll have 5 cameras running tonight, so I can get a good bear to come in. We should have some pretty cool angles. Up here's my buddies Rod, Stacy, Randy, all the guys from Pipeline Ridge. Old Jim Mastak, our old guy down there in Kansas, so gonna be a fun week up here in New Brunswick. My first time ever to New Brunswick. Well, I've probably been sitting in the stand for maybe an hour, and all of a sudden I catch movement, and I'm thinking, oh my God, here comes a huge bear. Pull up the glasses, and it's a cow moose. You know, pretty cool. You know, that cow ended up feeding around there for probably 4 or 5 minutes, finally fed her way off. You know, it was kind of a slow night. You know, didn't see a lot of movement, but right at last light, had a decent, maybe 150-pound bear skirt by the side of my stand. He never came in the bait, but hey, see my first bear of the trip. Pipeline Ridge has expanded with a new whitetails only preserve, with a new 5,000 square foot lodge nestled away in the hills of Muncie, Pennsylvania. Come and enjoy a trophy whitetail deer hunt like no other. With numerous shooting houses and tree stands, Pipeline Ridge is offering whitetail deer hunts from the last week of August to the first week of January. Make sure to give them a call and book your hunt today.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Pipeline Ridge is Pennsylvania's premier exotic preserve. If you're looking for an exotic hunt, look no farther than Pipeline Ridge, offering a wide range of exotic animals, also white-tailed deer and elk. With one of the biggest fallow deer herds in the Northeast, make sure to check out Pipeline Ridge.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
This segment of Dirt Road Outdoors TV is brought to you in the memory of Hunter Wayne Burgo. Gone too early, but never will be forgotten.
Night number 2 up here, Salmon River Bend Outfitters up in New Brunswick.
Well, I'm back in the same stand I sat last night, seeing that 150-pound bear right at dark, and I'm sitting there for maybe an hour, haven't seen much, and all of a sudden I hear something, sounds like it's up in a tree behind me. I turn around and look behind me, look up, and here's about a 50-pound cub up in the tree. So I'm not sure if the old sow was out looking for a boyfriend or not, but finally, right at dark, she ends up coming back looking for her cub. Actually a pretty good sized sow, probably close to 200 pounds. I was just hoping she was going to drag a big old boar back with her. No big old boar tonight, but hey, tomorrow's a brand new day.
For the price that we quote you or what's on our internet, that's all inclusive. So I always tell people when they're booking a hunt, make sure they find out what is all included in that hunt. With our hunt, your meals, your lodging, your guiding, your transportation, everything's included in that except for your license and your skinning fee. License is usually at that time right around $200 and your skinning fee is right around $75. So that's the only extra fees that you have to pay because a lot of guys don't realize that sometimes they're going to a hunt and it's not all inclusive, so they're not getting as much as what we're providing. Once you get here with your vehicle, you shut the key off and you don't have to turn it back on again until you leave on Saturday.
One thing that's fun about going to a bear camp like Hal's up there at Salmon River Bend is getting to meet new people from different walks of the world. Me being from Minnesota, getting to meet all these East Coast guys, it was a lot of fun. One of the guys we met in camp, Scott Pelot, he ended up having a successful hunt up here at Hal's, and he captured it all on film, and we're going to show that to you right now.
Hey guys, my name is Scott Pelot. Me and my father Mark, we just arrived here at Salmon River Bend Outfitters in New Brunswick, Canada. As you can see, it's beautiful. We're getting ready to jump in the truck with Brad, our guide, and go check some baits and see what's going on for the week. I hear the baits are getting hit good, and it should be a good week. Let's go check some baits and see what happens.
Yep. That's a sow with the cubs.
Here we go. First evening, Monday night. We're hunting a bait called Scat Road. You can imagine why it's called Scat Road. Driving into bait everywhere. Dad and I jump up in the stand. We get settled in. They're in the thermocells on. So the evening started out a little slow. Checking our surroundings. At about 8:20, Dad says he wants to put his sweater on. Happen to look over to the right. Here comes a bear. So the bear's coming into the bait. I'm sizing it up. good looking bear. First night, bear turns, sits down. He's got a nice head, ears on the side, beautiful white blaze. I decide I'm gonna harvest this bear.
Yeah, bear down.
Well, watching the footage, it looks like Scotty made a great shot on that bear. He said he only went about 80 yards and piled up.
So we just shot a bear, we're gonna go track it. Let's check it out. Nice bear, Scotty.
Nice bear. Nice little noggin.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Nice claws. Nice V. Look at that V.
Oh. Look at that.
Perfect shot.
Excellent. Alright, let's forget to end that song.
Signing out.
Well, congratulations, Scotty, on a beautiful New Brunswick bear. Well, being that Scotty tagged out on the first day, his dad and himself spent the next couple days out fly fishing, caught some beautiful native brook trout.
Another great thing about New Brunswick, Canada is the fishing. Brook trout fishing is unreal. Native brook trout. We spent a few days fishing the streams and rivers. World class. It's definitely a great time. I will definitely be back to Salmon River Bend Outfitters bear hunting and fishing next year. It's a great time.
Pipeline Ridge has expanded with a new whitetails only preserve. With a new 5,000 square foot lodge nestled away in the hills of Muncie, Pennsylvania, come and enjoy a trophy whitetail deer hunt like no other. With numerous shooting houses and tree stands, Pipeline Ridge is offering whitetail deer hunts from the last week of August to the first week of January. Make sure to give them a call and book your hunt today.
There's only one original, the one that starts it all and earns its place in history, the one that stands the test of time. For over 2 decades, we have offered the same unmatched quality and performance that launched an entire industry. It's time for us to grow as we continue to take care of those who serve, those who love the outdoors, the working class, and everyone else who needs their equipment to be as dependable and hardworking as they are. We're doubling down our mission to provide the highest quality, lightweight ice chests to those who get our way of life, to those who get our dedication to getting the job done right the first time. IcyTech USA, for those who get it.
Pipeline Ridge is Pennsylvania's premier exotic preserve. If you're looking for an exotic hunt, look no farther than Pipeline Ridge, offering a wide range of exotic animals, also white-tailed deer and elk. With one of the biggest fallow deer herds in the Northeast, make sure to check out Pipeline Ridge. This segment is brought to you by Love of the Hunt Outfitters, New Mexico's premier big game outfitter. You know, the food at Salmon River Bend is second to none. You know, Jeanette's got her crew in the kitchen. They're working morning, noon, and night, making everything from scratch. Tell you what, you're probably going to gain a couple pounds. Well, after another delicious meal, it's time to shoot the crossbow a couple times and head back to the stand. All right, third night, we're at a new bait, tons of sign. I think it's going to be a good night tonight. Hopefully that big old boar we've been looking for comes in.
Shot tonight. Got the old crossbow up here. Salmon River Bend Outfitters. I feel like tonight's the night.
After being entertained by some birds and a few squirrels, finally caught moving off in the distance, got the first bear of the night heading our way.
.49 is legal shooting tonight, so we're in here bright and early. It's 5 o'clock, so 4 hours and 49 minutes to go. Hopefully a big bear shows up tonight.
Well, I watched that small bear for probably an hour. I could hear another bear, or maybe two, running around back in the bushes, and we're starting to run out of camera lights. They need to start coming my way in a hurry. Well, next thing you know, I see the bear coming and put the glass on him, and it's a shooter for sure. This bear is so cautious, I'm just afraid I'm going to run out of camera light.
Had a bear come in there. I think I hit him good. It's starting to rain now. I thought I didn't hear a death moan. That's one thing that's got me a little nervous right now, so.
There's nothing worse than really not knowing 100% where you hit him. I put the crosshairs right where I wanted to go, but it's just dark enough where I didn't see the actual bolt hit the bear, so all I can do now is wait for it to get dark and go down and look for sign. It's going to be a long night. We're just going to wait, go look for that bear in the morning. Probably ain't going to get much sleep tonight. This segment of Dirt Road Outdoors TV is brought to you in the memory of Hunter Wayne Burgo. Gone too early, but never will be forgotten. Alright, so I think I made a great shot on that bear last night. I think I hit him just perfect, but I did not hear the death moan. So, when in doubt, back out. Now we had a little bit of an unfortunate situation. It rained a bunch last night, so there'd be no blood, no trail left. So there's about 5 or 6 of us this morning. Hopefully we go in there and find that bear.
Went and got reinforcements, waited for it to get light. Now we're going to go back in there and hopefully find this bear.
I know, we gotta go right here. Well, we ended up getting more than an inch of rain last night, so it washed away all the sign, all the blood. We got back to the spot where I took the shot, but more or less now all we can really do is kind of spread out a little bit and start combing the area. We all walked around maybe 5-10 minutes, didn't really see any sign at all, and my gut instinct said go to the heaviest brush, so I kind of veered over to where it looked a little bit brushier, and sure enough, I seen a big old black spot.
Telling you, the mosquitoes are eating me alive. We're out here, Salmon River Bend Outfitters. Old buddy Hal came in here last night and shot a nice bear, and it was raining real hard, so we had to wait and come back this morning, and no bloods. And we looked for probably 10 minutes, and my gut told me go find the thickest cover around, and there was an old road bed there, just plumb full of brush and stuff, and sure enough he was laid up in that brush laying there dead. So we'll wait for the guys to all get up here and then we'll go look at him. Here's my main man Jim, first to show.
Good job, Jason.
Yeah, well, we'll go look at him here once they all get here.
Good job, Jason.
We'll go up there and look at him in a minute.
The bear really only went less than 100 yards and piled right up. It just makes it tough when there's no blood trail.
Oh, sorry. Whack right there. And there she be. Actually, it did have an exit wound. I can't believe it went that far. So it went all the way through there, come out there, broke.
That old bear is a wet mess. We ended up getting that bear tag, drug out of there. We're going to take him back to the lodge, get him cleaned up, and get some nice pictures.
Example, last night, we'll say in Jason's bear, he knew he made a good shot, and we went about probably 50 yards on that bear. But we didn't see enough evidence that we didn't want to push the bear too hard. A lot of times, fellas won't hear the death moan or whatever. He still did, but it's just, so we back off. Next morning, we'll go back in, track that bear. On Jason's case, we found him right first thing in the morning. When it's dark like that, it's hard to find them, and it's best just to back off. If they're not within 50 yards, I always tell the guys just to back off.
Well, it's definitely bittersweet to be able to punch that tag and get that bear drug out of there, and getting to spend quality time in the woods with your buddies. Just don't get no better than that.
Well, here's my first ever bear up in New Brunswick. We're hunting with Salmon River Bend Outfitters, Hal and Jeanette. I tell you what an awesome place to come bear hunting. The first night or two, the hunting was a little bit slow, seeing a couple small bears off in the distance, but last night it was like somebody turned the light switch on, and the bears started showing up on the cameras. And a bunch of the guys in camp, everybody's seeing bears, and I had a small bear come into the bait last night, and then I seen this bear off in the brush chasing another bear around, so I knew the rut was getting going up here in New Brunswick, and the bear comes in, made a great shot on him. But last night I did not hear the death moan, and it was raining, so I always say when in doubt, back out, wait the next day. So we went in there this morning, and it took us about 20 minutes, found the bear. It went about 120 yards. All in all, great experience up here in New Brunswick. Hey, if you're looking to go on a great bear hunt, the number's at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to give Hal a call. Come up, have a hunt of a lifetime. Tell you what, New Brunswick is the place to be in the spring.
Well, we got all the pictures taken. Great bear. Time to head to the skinning shed and get this bear skinned. As we were skinning my bear, I was asking Hal what the percentage of hunters is that take their bear meat home.
Most of our clients take 90%. They'll take their meat back. People don't realize that bear meat is actually quite good meat. So all of our guys take them back. I don't know of anybody actually, since we've been in business, that don't want it unless they're come in flying or whatever, and then they'll give it to one of the locals or whatever. So it's very important to take that back with you and always eat what you shoot. So if you're going to book a hunt with me, all you have to do is go salmonriverbendoutfitters.com. You can give us a call at area code 506-238-4495. My wife will set everything up with you. Usually I'm in the woods busy trying to look for your bear.
Well, a big thanks to Hal and Jeanette, all the guides. We had a great trip up here this week. We ended up going 3 for 4 in our group. Stacy was the only one that struck out. He had an opportunity but decided to pass. But, all in all, great first experience up here in New Brunswick. Definitely will be back. Well, here's a few of the outtakes that kept us laughing all week up here in Canada.
And she is the owner's wife here. Is a good cook.
How's your breakfast, Bob?
Oh, this breakfast is just like Mama used to make.
Oh, awesome.
She couldn't cook either.
good thing was I just moved. I was standing by the door and I moved, and it's like 2 seconds later he's on the floor that I'd have got crushed.
Just worried about himself again. Yeah.